And we are live. All right, family. Once again, we welcome you all to Love My Kidneys. Love My Kidneys. This is a show about holistic health healing. This is a show about dealing with life threatening illnesses, even those that are not dealing with life-threatening illnesses. This is a show for you. This is a show for you because not only are we here to talk about being reactive to our conditions, we are here to talk about being proactive so that we don't end up with these conditions. So
yes,
that is a blessing. That is a blessing. So we thank you all for tuning in either now or in the future. And we pray that we would say something to each and every one of you that would be inspirational, motivational, educational, something that would inspire you to do better. As always, even on any of our shows, we are trying to speak and communicate with the God within you.
That's right.
All right. So that is what we are all about. We're trying to communicate with the God within you. Okay. So this particular episode that we're going to be talking about right now is going to be, and I think it's a wonderful title, Healthy Eating, the Helpmeet of Healing. Now, when we hear Helpmeet, we usually think of a marriage, don't we?
Right.
When you hear that the woman is the helpmeet of the man and the man is the helpmeet of the woman, well, healthy eating is the helpmeet of being able to heal in every way. That's right. That's mentally, spiritually, and physically. Healthy eating allows for the healing process to begin.
That's right.
Healthy eating enables the body to function on its highest level. And in that is why we're doing this show, especially for those that are dealing with different ailments, whether it be high blood pressure, diabetes, kidney failure, cancer, you name it. One of the things that has to be the focal point of healing is what we eat. That's right, because essentially, if you really think about it, what got us to that place initially? A lot of it is what we ate, what we wore in regards to different, what we clean with, what we inhaled in our environment, and what environment we were around, because those things can bring about dis-ease.
Right.
So this is why we're letting you know that healthy eating is absolutely the helpmeet of healing. There is no healing if you don't intake the proper food. There is not only physically, but mentally and spiritually. But then again, like I said, I am here like an interviewer for my beloved wife. I have a few things to say, but this is for her to talk to us about her experience with eating healthy and helping her with what she's going through. For those who don't know, this may be your first time tuning in on our show. My wife is dealing with stage 5 kidney failure. We don't like to use, that's not a crutch for us. Okay, that's not a crutch for us. It's not something that makes we want to say that make you feel bad or anything like that. What it is just letting you know that we are dealing with that challenge as we speak, and have been dealing with that challenge now for quite some time. So because of that, and being that what she's dealing with, and she's getting great numbers, and she was able to even stave off going on dialysis for over 5 years, which is unheard of. Mm-hmm. Which is unheard of. And that was due to healthy eating being the helpmeet of her healing. So, with that said, family, I'm going to move me out of the way. And I'm going to bring you here to speak with my beloved wife, my friend. I love this woman.
Praise be
I love this woman right here. And I am honored always to be right here by her side and to hear whatever God gives her to say. So we're going to greet my beloved wife with the greeting words of peace. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, honey. Thank you.
All right.
I mean, wow, what an introduction, right? And to be loved by such a great human being as this man that sits beside me. Truly is a team effort in getting through these challenges of dealing with kidney issues. Okay. Somebody said to me one time, one of the nurses, well, your kidneys are bad. I said, wait a minute. My kidneys are not bad. There's nothing wrong with my kidneys. They're not bad. They're not functioning in the way that that they, to help me be a healthier person. But they're not bad. God don't make anything bad. He gives things challenges so that we can go through struggle. Struggle is ordained. Okay. Not that you have to be unhealthy. That is maybe not be your struggle. But if you are dealing with some challenges, then that's your struggle. And it's how you go through that struggle that determines the outcome. There's a lot of people dealing with a lot of different issues, from cancer to prostate cancer to, somebody just the other day had their thyroids removed because of high IPTH, which if you're dealing with kidney disease, that means there's an imbalance between the calcium and the potassium. Potassium and the calcium. Okay. So, we have to fight these battles of keeping our numbers in balance. Okay. So like he said, we're going to be dealing with healthy eating as a helpmeet for your healing. It's a process. Okay. And the better that condition or the better environment that you put your body in, the better chances you have of living a healthy life, living a happy life, as opposed to being miserable and uncomfortable. And every year there's another surgery because this went wrong and that went wrong and this went wrong. And, it's a lot of challenges. Once your body starts to deteriorate, once your body starts having real issues, it's a battle and it's a fight, and you got to get in it. Because if you're not in this fight, if you're not in this battle, you've already lost. You've already lost. So you have to put yourself in a position to survive and to thrive and not just live. It's a lot of people who live. And honey, invite our friends on I Hate Dialysis and Chronic Kidney Disease.
Okay.
I want to invite as many people that I know that are dealing with this issue, because I get a lot of stories and feedback from people on Facebook that deal, with this issue. So anyway, a lot of people are just miserable that are on dialysis. And a lot of stories is, I can only lay down. I can only do that. A lot of it, people, believe me, and it's not easy for me to just say it, is A lot of it is the food that we're putting in our body. And I'm number one, I do not eat a perfect, healthy diet every day. It's my goal every day to eat a healthy diet, but sometimes pizza call my name. So, I mean, and I know that's not the hell. I try to eat cheese pizza, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's pizza, right? We all know it's not absolutely the healthiest food to intake. So I'm not saying that I'm perfect. Let's move that part away. But every day, my goal is to eat what's going to give my body life. Okay. And we have to think like that in order to put ourselves in a position, right? These good foods, and we'll go over some things that I've learned to be good for me as far as a healthy, good food. But help me meet my goal. What is my goal? My goal is to come off of dialysis. That is my goal. Not only have other people done it, people are doing it every day. It's not easy, and the doctors will tell you that it's impossible. But it is not impossible. God removed impossibility when he created himself. Therefore, since the body is designed to heal itself, it will. But you have to put it in an environment where it can heal. You have to take things away, and then you have to add certain things. Okay? So now that we've set that foundation, we're going to begin with someone that helped me just throughout my life. I have been dealing with weight since I was a child. I mean, like, far as I can remember, let's say 5, I was heavy, and so I've been dealing with my weight issue for a very long time. I have tried many diets. I've tried exercise, and I'm not going to stop, but I've tried it. Okay. And I've tried, well, when I first became a vegetarian, right, I thought, okay, so I'm not going to eat meat, but I'm going to eat potatoes and I'm going to eat pasta because, like most people think vegetarians only eat pasta and vegetables and salad, some potatoes, so I had to learn that all those starches were not good for my body, because that developed diabetes. So, that you have to understand what real health is for you, right? Hold on a second, guys. Oh, chronic
What?
kidney disease.
Okay.
My Helpmeet, right? Making it happen over here. So understanding what is healthy for you. Everybody's body is different. Everybody's going to process the food differently. And I really believe you have to get to the base of what is causing your problem. I know for me, with being overweight, that is still such a battle for me. I think that battle is bigger than dealing with kidneys, because I've tried so many different things and I haven't found the exact keys to unlock the solution. But I'm working on it. I'm working on it with my doctor, and we're going to make this happen because I'm never giving up on the goal of removing the extra weight that I have on my body, because that, of course, is affecting my kidneys as well. And so, we have to look at what our individual struggle is. But dealing with different foods, I'm going to start with the man that has been helping me, even though I'm dealing with the weight and the kidney disease. I'm in a better position than most of my counterparts. Okay. And that is because of How to Eat to Live. Okay. I'm going to put this up close so you all can see this. How to Eat to Live by the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. This is book 1. And he also has book 2. Okay. So we got book 1 and book 2. Book 1 and book 2, I would say if you read these books, and you don't have to be a Muslim to read it. I mean, I read Christian books. I read atheist books. It doesn't matter. It's the knowledge and the wisdom that you get from the book. Okay. But I would personally suggest that you read these two books because the information inside of them have sound facts. And as a matter of fact, he wrote these books back in, I would say, like, was it the 30s?
Well, he been teaching since the 30s.
Okay.
But we'll get actual fact. This book, the first one was, I think it's 19. Yeah, give me one.
He's going to look at that and see the year. But he's been teaching this for a very long time. And now.
1967.
Okay, so it was written in 1967.
That's book one. And book two. Let's see. 1972.
Okay. So 67 and 72, these books were written. And now here we are in 2020, which they started doing research before then. But now they're talking about intermittent fasting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said 1 meal a day.
That's right.
Eat only once every 24 hours. If you eat once every 24 hours, it allows the toxins to be removed from the body, providing that your kidneys are working properly and your liver and all of that. Because if it's not, then the toxins still build up. But it will be less toxins because you're allowing your body time, to rid itself of it. And then when you do stuff like a sauna, sweating, exercising, you're getting the toxins out of the body as well. Okay. Mm-hmm. So with How to Eat to Live, eating 1 meal a day, you can do it. I have done it off and on for years. I got to one point for 6 months, I ate 1 meal every other day.
Right.
Which is still a goal of mine to get back to, but I got to master some things before we get there. But my point is, you have to put your body in a position to heal. Even though you will not see your healing necessarily on the outside, you got to know that God is working his magic on the inside of you. Okay. Some days you feel great. You feel like, yes, I know I'm feeling good. I'm healing. And other days you just feel like, oh my God, I just, today I was like, I just don't feel myself. I just don't feel 100%, and it's okay if you don't feel 100%. You keep moving, you keep going, and you'll start feeling better and better as the day goes on, because now I don't feel what I felt this morning. I feel a whole lot better by Allah's grace and mercy. But you putting yourself and your body in that position to heal. And the less you eat, the less toxins you're putting in your body. What you're eating and what you should not eat, or, it really, there are some sciences out here to tell you what you should eat and what you should not eat, what works for the body, what does not work for the body. And I do suggest you do some research on it. One of the main things that we know is not good for the body, and I can get into some complicated conversations with people, but meat. Okay. The human body was not designed to digest meat. Meat can stay in the body for years. Okay. A lot of years, because the body can't break it down. The acids in the stomach are not strong enough. Now, in animals like dogs and cows, and their body is designed. That's why they get them teeth, because it's designed to chew through meat, but ours is not. And especially with the chemicals that they are putting in these animals, the way they raise these animals, the way they kill the animal, all of that is going inside of you. So one thing I will stand on, we can, battle about some other stuff, but when it comes to meat, take it out your diet. If you have to do it slowly, gradually, so that you can process, I don't need this stuff, you start looking at some videos on how meat is processed. What are they doing to my meat? You could just put that in YouTube and see what comes up with how they treat those cows and how they treat the chickens. And if you're going to eat it, in your process of getting off of it, get some good, clean meat, some halal meat, some kosher meat where, they kill it a different kind of way. They raise it and feed it different kind of food so that it is a better grade for you. Because the stuff that's in Walmart, the stuff that's on this market right now, you keep hearing about the recalls. You hear about Kentucky Fried Chicken is now grafting these nuggets. How you gonna graft a nugget? I mean, come on, y'all. You know better, and we know better. And I know that it's not going to be overnight. But if you're going to eat the meat, then get the best that you can until you can come completely off of it. If you eat 3 meals a day, which is a lot of food, cut it down to eating meat only twice a day, right? Then once you master eating meat only twice a day and eating only 2 meals a day, then cut it down to eating meat only once a day. And then you can do it till you're only eating meat maybe 4 times a week, and gradually take that meat off your plate. There's a lot of substitutes out here that are healthy for you that don't have soy in it, and you can have a really good meal without having a meat or a meat substitute. Okay. You got to learn to love veggies. If you don't already love veggies, you need to learn to love them. Fix them in a way that you can enjoy them. I'm going to give you a couple of jewels today. Just hang on in with me. By the end of the show, I'm going to drop some real jewels on healthy eating and places that you can find some great recipes. And I don't have everybody's book, but I'll suggest them anyway. But anyway, in talking about that with the meat and cutting it down out of your diet and the science behind all of these great things. One scientist or researcher is my brother, Kevin A. Muhammad. Brother Kevin A. Muhammad made these books, frequently asked questions about how to eat to live. Okay. These are really some great books when it comes to the science behind what the most honorable Elijah Muhammad taught in how to eat to live. Okay. Because he tells us that most seafood, shrimps, lobsters, don't nobody hurt me. I'm talking about y'all shrimps and y'all lobsters. And these are unfortunately things that eat from the bottom of the ocean, right? Catfish, they eat from the bottom. They're called bottom dwellers. They eat the garbage. Okay. So they're not healthy for you. They're not, I don't care if you cut the back of that shrimp and pull that black stuff out of there. It still is a nasty, filthy animal. It is the pig of the sea. Okay. So he does not suggest, and the brother goes into why, but he does not suggest that we eat anything like the lobster, shrimp, or scavengers. Okay. We don't eat those, and you should not eat them either because they're unhealthy for you. They're not putting your body in a healthy state. Now, your tongue may dance with the butter because my mama loved them lobsters with the butter. And mama, if you see this, I still love you, but I gotta say it. It's just not the best for you. It does put your body in a healthy position. Okay. Also, a fish weighing over 50 pounds. Fish that weigh over 50 pounds tend to eat anything and everything. Right? We've all heard you are what you eat. So those types of things that weigh, like tuna, and a substitute for tuna, you can do salmon. Most salmon is under 50 pounds, and it is a good fish with good omega-3s and all the healthy things that we need. You can get that from the salmon, and you can create or make salmon into the tuna salad, like salmon salad, or you can make salmon croquettes, which are absolutely delicious. You make those and put them in the oven if you don't want to fry them, because a lot of fried food is hard on our system as well. You can stuff it. Put some veggies inside of it. Yeah, put some veggies in there. Cook them up really nice and stuff it. So it's a lot of things that you can do with that. If you're, cutting down on the meat, then use the fish. The red snapper. Red snapper is a small fish. For the most part, I think the biggest they get is like 10, 12 pounds. And they're a healthy fish for you. Whiting. I love whiting. I know a lot of people don't, but whiting is another good fish that you can use. You can make your own fish sticks. I learned how to make fish sticks, y'all. So you just um, substitute what you were using. Just like vegans, they've learned to make fish sticks with jackfruit or the peas. What's the pea that a lot of vegans use to substitute chickpea. The messenger doesn't suggest chickpea because it's hard to on your system, but it's not as hard as meat. So if you're in your process and that's what it takes, then that is something that you can use. But fruits and vegetables, fruit. Oh, we do not eat enough fruit. And I'm gonna tell you why I never ate a lot of fruit. I eat a whole lot more now, but it was always expensive. To get especially organic. To get organic fruit was just like, oh, I can't afford them grapes. And now they don't have seeds in them, so I don't even try. But organic is a little bit more expensive. But when you start cutting out the meat, then you'll have a little bit extra money for some fruit. Okay, organic fruit would be the best. Bring it home, put it in a bowl with a little bit of vinegar and water to clean it, remove any kind of, what they put wax on fruits sometimes. But fruits are really important. And one of my doctors, Dr. Akili, said, sometimes you can just make a meal of fruit. And I know a lot of diabetics, that might sound scary, but the fruit is it digests differently in the body than white sugar. White sugar just shoots that your sugar levels way up there. But when you're dealing with fruit, it's a little bit slower. Okay. The body needs it because what happens is the fruit is a cleanser. The fruit helps to cleanse your body, your cells, your stomach, your intestines. It helps to cleanse. So we need fruit and we need the seeds from the fruit because all of that helps in that process to get, the body clean. Because when you got a lot of toxins in the body, what do you have to do? You got to clean them toxins out. You have to have many avenues, especially when you're dealing with kidney disease. You have to have more than one way to get rid of toxins. You can't depend completely on that machine because what I noticed with my creatinine numbers, they stay at about 6 right now. That's about where I am now. But a few months ago, it had dipped down to 3. I was like, whoa, got real excited and really was praying that it would stay, at the 3, but it didn't. So now I got to figure out what I did in that month, the month of March, that I'm not doing right now. Because whatever I was doing in March, it was really working. And so I got to figure out, how to get that. And creatinine basically is telling you the amount of toxins in the body and the level that the kidneys are removing the toxins out of the body. So I hope that was correct information. If anybody, find that not to be correct, just send me a little note and, let's talk, because I want to share, of course, the truth and the best that I can with you to help you through this challenge, of health, kidney disease, and any other type of disease your body may be experiencing. No matter what you're experiencing, whether it's lupus, fibromyalgia, whatever you're dealing with, trust me, food is playing a big part in it.
Yeah.
And in all of our situations can be better by putting the best in and the amount that we put in our body as well. So we talked about the fruit, and the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said most fruits are good.
That's right.
Okay. So he really didn't tell us any fruits that we could not eat. Um, I would just question fruits that you don't know anything about from other countries, only because I don't know about the research on it. So, I mean, if you do your due diligence and research it, and you feel like sour sap, I didn't know about sour sap until I lived in Belize. And when we lived in Belize, we learned that sour sap was really good for people who are dealing with cancer.
That's right.
It kills cancerous cells. So, do your research, do your due diligence, and find out, if it's good for you. Dragon fruit is good. It's expensive, but
Well, here it is.
Here it's expensive. Yeah, Belize you could get it, but it's a really good fruit for the body to cleanse. So fruit is really, really good. Vegetables, you got to be careful.
Right.
Okay. I know there are some doctors telling people not to eat anything green. And a lot of times it's because of the medication they gave you.
That's
not
right.
Because your body can't deal with it or it's wrong for your body, but it's wrong for the medicine that they gave you.
Right.
Okay. So I do caution you on, listening to your doctor, but do some research as well. And once you come off that medication, then you may be able to. But with saying that, I want to talk about collard greens and any other kind of weed.
Mustard greens, kale.
Don't beat me up again. These things are weed, hard for the body to digest. What difference do it make that it's hard for the body to digest? Because the longer it stays in your body, the more it becomes a toxin. So if you leave some fruit or vegetable or meat on the counter and it spoils after so many days, right? It's doing the same thing in your body. So the faster it's able to go in, body extract the nutrients and then is released, then the healthier your vessel is going to be, because you're removing those toxins out of the body like that. You know what I'm saying? You allowing it to go 12 to 24 hours is the time it takes to process most foods. But when you put things in your body that's more difficult, like soy, kale, collard greens, certain beans like pinto beans, lima beans, black eyed peas, those were made for cattle.
That's right.
And those are easy for the cattle to digest, but it's not easy for your body to digest. Some things we never digest.
That is true.
Okay, vegans, vegetarians, love y'all. Them nuts,
not good.
Nope. They don't process inside the body. They actually take years from your life. Even popcorn. And I love popcorn. It is an issue for me. I am trying so well. I do. I don't eat it as much nearly. I grew up, my daddy used to make popcorn. That was me and my daddy's time, and my daddy don't cook. Didn't cook anything. Burnt rice. But when it came to that popcorn, he handled his business. Put it in that big old paper bag and pour the butter and the salt and shake it up. See, I get all excited just talking about the popcorn. But the point is, these are things that are hard on the body to digest. So we end up with it sitting around the middle and staying with us for a very long time, because the body is having a hard time to digest it and it becomes toxic. So do your research and how to eat to live, and frequently asked questions about how to eat to live by Brother Kevin A. Muhammad.
And he also has another book called Nuts Are Not Good.
Okay, yes.
He has another book called Nuts Are Not Good.
Right.
Where he goes into the science behind that. So, she mentioned a lot in regards to healthy eating, but one of the things that we want you to understand is that we was taught, of course, that we are what we eat, but that's not just dealing with food alone.
That is
because true. It is just as important the mental and spiritual food that you take in that becomes a part of you. Because if you take in good food, then it can lead you to, of course, greater morality, greater intelligence, right? It can lead you to those things. It can lead you to be motivated, inspired, uplifted, right? If you're eating good mental food, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said this in How to Eat to Live. He said that some of you are saying that you're not benefiting from eating one meal a day. And he said it is because of your thinking. I'm going to say that again. He said that some of you are saying that you are not benefiting from eating one meal a day. And he said it is because of your thinking. And then another part of How to Eat to Live, he connected the brain and the stomach. Because when you get upset, for the most part, what do? You want to eat. Most of us do.
Or your stomach becomes queasy and you can't eat anything. You lose your appetite.
Right. That's right. So that's letting you know that the food in the body, what you're eating, and what you're thinking can ill affect your health as well.
That is true.
So you're sitting there, you got an excellent meal, but you're watching murder, death, mayhem, right? And then you wonder, well, what's wrong? Why am I feeling, gaseous today? See, because the mind saw all that killing. The mind saw all those things. It's better that you may watch that if you're going to watch it after you eat, but not necessarily while you eat.
Yeah.
Because remember, you're eating, so it is also processing as you're eating. You see what I'm saying? So you don't want to be watching crazy movies like that while you're eating food. Don't get me wrong. No, we're not saying we're perfect because we've done it, but we're just trying to share with you that your mind, your thinking is also a part of your eating. So what are you eating?
Right.
What are we eating mentally, spiritually? What is your diet like?
How can we correct it? How can we get better? And that's what it's the journey. We're on this journey. We have not made it to these perfectly healthy people. And, now we're giving you this advice of how you can, this is our journey. This is our process. And this is the information that we have uncovered over the years and have experienced over the years, because I was diagnosed back in 2014 with kidney failure. And I was able to not go on that machine until 2019. So we're talking about 5 full years.
That's right.
And that was because of the way that I was eating. Okay.
And that's uncommon.
Yeah.
That's uncommon now. Usually when we were at, I believe, like 15 or 16%.
Right. 15.
At that time, usually they call on you immediately to come. But we were able to stave that off,
right,
for 5 whole years, utilizing How to Eat to Live by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yes. And I'm getting ready to share a jewel with you, getting ready to drop it. This jewel right here. Bam. Hope y'all can see that.
Yes. Awesome.
All right. So this is a book by my dear sister, Sister Landra L. Muhammad. That's with an L.
And you can buy it on Amazon.
Not for loser, but for love. This sister loves us so much. She came up with several books. Now you can get her books on Amazon, Kindle.
I don't know.
I know for sure those 2 places you can get her books. But this book in particular is navy beans, more than bean pies. Now we know y'all know the Muslims, for them bean pies on the street. But this is a nice size book full of recipes and reasons why you should eat this beautiful navy bean. Um, okay, so I'm gonna give you a couple of recipes. Want me to drop a couple of recipes?
Well, I mean, you can just just tell them some of the stuff that's in the book. They can go and actually purchase it for
Right.
themselves.
I think if you purchase this book, you'll be happy.
Because us telling you the recipes,
I'm not gonna read the recipe. I'm just gonna read some of the recipes.
Yeah, read some of those recipes.
All right. So first of all, she talks all about the navy bean.
That's right.
Okay, which she's sharing information on the nutrition of the navy bean, what it actually does in the body, and how it helps the body.
That's right.
Just off the top of my head, it is excellent source of protein for those who are coming off of the meat. So it gives you that balance of protein, not too much, because it helps to balance it in the body. It is excellent source of
fiber.
Yeah. That's and right. balance for the hormones.
That's right.
Those of you dealing with too much estrogen, this is navy beans.
Okay? That's right. Also, too much, what do you call that in men? It's the
testosterone?
Yes, it balances that as well.
Right. It balances that also. But she has a recipe. It's called roasted garlic hummus. Now, instead of the chickpea, which we talked about earlier, you can use the navy bean to make your hummus.
And it's good.
Yes, excellent. You should even have a lighter, creamy bean dip.
Come on now.
That sounds good.
All right.
Asparagus tart with navy bean pesto. So a navy bean pesto. So you could put that on top of your salmon.
Come on now.
Oh, that sounds good.
Now, let me just... right here, just real quick, and we're going to get back to some more of what's in that book. The navy bean, let me just tell you a little bit about the power of the navy bean. Now, when they dropped the bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, what the Japanese actually ate to combat the radiation poison was the navy bean. The navy bean combated the radiation poison from an atomic bomb being dropped on them. So think about that. We around radiation with our TVs. We around radiations with our phones. We around radiation with all of these computers and everything that we around. So this is a means of protection for you, the navy bean. And I just say this, and I'm going to get back to the recipes, that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that God mentioned no other bean other than the navy bean.
That navy bean. Y'all know why they call it navy bean, right? They call it navy bean because the Navy have to eat it every day.
That's right.
It's called Senate bean
soup. And the Senate and the Congress have to eat it.
They've been doing this for a very long time because of the nutritional value of the navy bean. But just to give you a couple of more ideas, she even has it where you can do navy bean sweetbread. And for those who don't want to eat a lot, you love smoothies, she even have a recipe for berry bean blast smoothie.
And I know that's good.
Yeah. What's nice about the bean is it pretty much takes on the taste of whatever it is that you're putting it in. Okay. So it's not like, oh, this bean taste. It don't taste like beans like that. It's just a lot of people use it as a protein drink. We did it for a while where ours tasted like the bean pie, but because we put the cinnamon and nutmeg and all of that great stuff in there. But to use it as a smoothie is good too. As you're trying to get down to 1 to 2 meals a day, you can use it as a meal replacement. Okay. So even though it's still the beans, it's helping you to not eat. You just drink, get you about, I would say 4 to 6 ounces, of it. as a substitute to put something on the belly so you're not feeling the hunger pains, and help you to get down to eating less. We got to eat less, especially in today with this coronavirus going around, and we're shelter in place. The stores are not having as much as they used to. Navy beans are really good when it comes to storage. You can store them for years, okay? And then you can be eating while unfortunately other people are eating Roman noodles. You can eat, some decent meals. So sister has this awesome book. Again, her name is Landra L. Muhammad, Landral Muhammad, Muhammad. And okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I hope you all get that information. That's our beautiful sister who she's written several books on canning, what you should have in your pantry, some really great information. And she's a very, very dear sister of mine. So I want you all to pick her book up that will help you in your process of healthy foods being your help meet. Help you meet your goal. Your goal should be every day that you wake up to put your body in a healthy environment.
That's right.
Okay. And that healthy environment is not just food. The healthy environment is mental. It is the physical food, but it's also what we're putting on our bodies.
That's right.
And we're going to talk about that a little bit more in our show later today, The Queen of Rap.
Yes, at 3:00.
Yours truly, Nafiza Ali, will be hosting that show at 3:00, where we're going to talk about
the stone of the week. We're going to talk about the stone of the week, which is citrine.
Got a brain freeze.
And what we can do to help activate the stones in our life.
Right.
To help activate the stones and the crystals in our life. What part do we have to play?
Right. Right. So, it's all about healing, guys. And trust me, I've only been on dialysis for 8 months. And I've heard some real horror stories of people when they first come on dialysis, how they have seizures, how they have leg cramping, how they have vomiting, and they're just nauseated all the time, and their numbers are this, and they're itchy, and they deal with a whole lot. By Allah's grace, those aren't my issues. Okay? Those aren't my issues. And I thank Allah, because I think a lot of that does come from what we're putting in our bodies. We're putting things in our body that's irritating us and taking us down, instead of taking us up. All of us know exercise and sunshine and eating healthy. We all know that it's the right thing to do. It's not like a surprise. I'm not saying nothing new, nothing different than anybody else. The only thing different that I'm really sharing with you is teachings from the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, which we know and believe that he was taught by God himself.
Yes.
So when you have that kind of supreme wisdom, that kind of supreme knowledge, that kind of supreme information, it is incumbent upon me to share it with the world the best I can, on the level that I've had success, and as I go through this journey and the success gets greater and greater, and I tell you all, oh, I'm down to 3 times a week now. I'm down to 2 times a week. Oh, y'all, guess what? I'm off dialysis, because that is my plan. And you can have that same plan if you put it in your mind. See, once your mind can receive it, conceive it, then you can achieve it.
That's right. That's right.
Great Jesse Jackson. Our brother, Jesse Jackson, who said that. But that's my point. We got to think right. We got to think and believe and know today is going to be a great day, because today, if I don't do nothing but walk outside my front door and stand in the sun for 5 minutes, I've done more than I did yesterday. Okay. Then the next day, I'm going to walk to the end of the block. The next day, I'm going to walk around that corner every day. Well, today I don't feel like walking. Well, I'm going to get on the floor and I'm going to do some sit-ups. I'm gonna do some push-ups. Okay, today for breakfast, instead of having the pork link sausage and eggs and toast and grits, today I'm just gonna have eggs and toast and see how that feels. You know, instead of having 3 or 4 eggs, I'm only gonna have two today. I'm gonna cut back every day, every meal, just a little bit less. Until you can get to the point where you are intermittent fasting, 6 hours between meals, 8 hours between meals, 12 hours between meals, until you get to the 24.
That's right.
You know?
And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that if you eat one meal, for those who don't know, one meal a day, you'll be sick 3 times out of the month.
Out of the
He
year.
said if you eat a meal every other day.
Out of the year.
Out of the year?
Not out the month.
Out of the year. Sorry.
Yeah, that was
You're right. Now, she had to correct me. So out of the year, 3 times out of the year. Said if you eat a meal every other day, once every 48 hours, that would be 1 time out of the year. And if you eat a meal every 3 days, he said you would never be sick.
And that's a goal. I mean, fasting, and we only got a few more minutes. We got about 10 more minutes in the show. And I'm going to hit on fasting real quick. So I said intermittent fasting, right? But in Christianity, during Lent, right? You fast, right? You cleanse your body. The body needs time to cleanse. So in the nation of Islam, we do 3-day national fast. It's the first Thursday of every month. So on Thursday, you eat your last meal. So you don't eat nothing from Thursday to Friday. That's 1 day. Friday to Saturday. That's 2 days. Saturday to Sunday. That's your 3 days. 4 o'clock on Sunday, you can eat your meal. Okay. So that would be 3 24-hour periods that you've gone without food. Okay. And it can be done. Now, what I right now, because of the kidneys, I can't really do that without bringing harm to my body. So what I do is for those 3 days is I eat bean soup, wheat bread, and milk. Okay. For my 1 meal. That's what I do. That's my form of my fast. And so you have to, like I said, you have to know your body. Nobody here is telling you what you should do. In that regard, we are giving you suggestions that have helped us in our years and on this journey. And we believe that it can help you as well. But you have to know where you are and what you have to do. If you have any questions, you want to comment, give us some suggestions, you are more than welcome to do that. We definitely will receive them. If you feeling a little negative today ain't the day to comment. Okay, just don't, please. So we're gonna love you, but we're not gonna deal with no disrespect. I done told people that all the time. We here to help. We're here to share our journey and what it is that we're experiencing. And fasting is definitely one of those that I think all religions use it in one form or another. But even if you are an atheist, science upholds it as well. And what you can do to help the body along its journey. Okay.
Now, what they did, the research, we fast 3 days out of the month, like she said. And you can actually Google this, that if you fast 3 days out of the month, they have found that your whole immune system is actually rebuilt in those 3 days.
Wow.
I'm going to say that again. Your whole immune system is rebuilt in that 3-day fast. See that? God looking out for us. And then we can come here and share with you. We didn't even know. A lot of us, we just being obedient, fasting 3 days out of the month. We didn't know that it was rebuilding our immune system. And in a time like this, we need to keep that immune system strong. So
that's right.
Look at that. Look at that.
Absolutely.
Look at that.
That's beautiful. So, guys, thank you all so much for coming by and taking a look and listening and sharing time with us as we share our story. We pray that something that we said helped you in order to be a healthier, better person, help you deal with your kidney disease or any type of disease that your body may be experiencing. If your family member is experiencing, help them, on their journey to be healthier as well. Sometimes when you're living with somebody and, every day they bringing in unhealthy food, even if you're trying to be healthy, it's hard. So you may be healthy, fit, and tight, and all that other good stuff. But what about, your member, your family member? How is that affecting them? And do they eat what you eat because you brought it in the house? And if that's the case, then they'll eat healthy things that you bring in the house. So let's look out for each other. Let's help each other through this journey that we are all experiencing one way or another, whether it be us or someone that we know and someone that we love. And again, we're going to drop the link. The Queen of Rap will be on at about 3 o'clock um, Pacific Standard Time.
No, Mountain Standard.
Mountain Standard. Okay, I'm in Arizona. So I'm sorry, every show I'm not going to have this issue.
Now, I just we want to go back just quickly.
Which one?
Because we're getting ready to shut it down. So, for those of you all interested in getting How to Eat to Live, you can do so either by calling 773-602-1230. Let them know you want to order How to Eat to Live Volume 1 and Volume 2. And Volume 2. Volume 2 is a little thicker than Volume 1. Okay? And for those of you who are interested in Brother Kevin's book, The Facts About How to Eat to Live, Brother is on Amazon. He also has his own website too, but you can look on Amazon to find it. That was Volume 2 that I showed you, and this is Volume 1. This is the very easy read, but great information in there. And with my sister Landra, you can also go on Amazon. She actually dropped a link inside of the chat. So you can click on that link and go there and get that book. We definitely suggest that you do. She also has a wide variety of other books. She just released 2 children's books, I believe it is, a couple of weeks ago or like last week or something. So if you need some good children's books, also books like this, please feel free to go and support that. And for those of you who have not as of yet, please go and subscribe to the Final Call newspaper. Final Call newspaper always has an article from How to Eat to Live inside of it, because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was always teaching us how to eat to live,
right,
mentally, spiritually, physically, and by all means. So he was always teaching us that. So you will find that in each and every edition of the Final Call newspaper. I know you can't get the physical copy right now, but you can subscribe digitally, and that is at digitalfinalcall.com. Again, that's digitalfinalcall.com, where you get that unbought, uncompromised truth. I am glad, when we get the opportunity to get back out in the street, definitely going to be ready to hit the street with the baddest, boldest, coldest newspaper on the planet,
right,
the Final Call. So if you haven't, again, subscribe to the Final Call, please do that. Please do that. And if you need any lectures by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, one of which you should get is a lecture he did entitled How to Eat to Live.
We're going to drop that in the links in the comments below. And also, we would love for you all to support our store at Etsy. And we're going to drop that down there too. Everything that you purchase as far as jewelry from the Queen of Rap, a portion of that goes to Love My Kidneys, which we're in the process of creating a foundation to help others get naturopathic help when it comes to dealing with your health. Okay, so that's one of the projects that we are working on. So when you make your purchases, know that it is supporting Love My Kidneys. Okay, and that is going to become a foundation. So anything that you can do to assist us with that, we would love it. If you want to just give donations and not necessarily purchase anything, that's fine. We'll put that link down there too. And anybody that know us know we've been around for a long time, and we say what we mean and we mean what we say. And our goal is to make those things happen. So your support is greatly appreciated. All right. Anything else, honey?
I'm dropping these links as we
All
speak.
right. So the links are going to be there for you all to go back. Always feel free to inbox us. Also, if you have any questions or you didn't get a chance to see us live and you're seeing us at a later time, definitely don't put it in the comments because I probably won't see that. But if you inbox me or you can email us also, then we will be more than happy to communicate with you guys and share what Allah has put on our hearts and minds to share.
All right.
Okay.
I will. Let me copy this link.
Yep, he got one more link for you. Or did you need to share anything else?
Yeah, that is actually this particular link is if you want to support. We also have a podcast that we do called
We'll put it in the thing, guys.
That's what we're doing now. Let me just drop this because once it goes off, they won't be able to get it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so just give me
we have to give him another moment. So
second.
I pray that you all enjoyed the show. I did. I really enjoyed myself. I mean, it's just, I feel like y'all right here with me. You know, I feel like, you know, my family, my friends, my new friends, people that are, you know, just coming to the show, just learning about, you know, what it is that we do here, that we're just right here together. So I can't read my little screen. So
yeah, that's from that's the Anchor right there. And in there, when you go to Anchor, if you don't want to, you know, you can't go there. If you don't want to download the app, they have many ways you can listen to it. We on iTunes, we on Spotify, we on Pocket Cast. We a lot of different ways you should listen to it. But also there you have where it says donate. You can actually click on that link, and if you want to support, you can do that in different denominations per month. So, and
like I said, those any donations, all of it will go to Love My Kidney Foundation. That will help us to establish the 501c3 in order to become an actual foundation, according to the law of the land. And that we definitely want to make happen. If you make a purchase of any of the Queen of Rap jewelry, a portion of that goes to Love My Kidneys as well. And we are going to help others because I know seeing a naturopathic doctor has made such a difference in my life. And I'm still in that early stages of being consistent. I've seen them throughout the years, but being able to financially afford to see them consistently is where I am now. And it has made such a difference. Just being able to talk to somebody to understand what you're trying to do. Because a lot of the doctors here, they're not hearing that you're going to ever come off of the dialysis machine. They're not hearing that you're going to ever come off of their high blood pressure medication. Okay. So because they don't have that plan for you, you need to talk to somebody who does. And I know a lot of us can't afford it. So I want to help you. I want to help you achieve your goal of talking with a doctor that understands what's going on with you and how you can get to the optimum health for you, whatever that is. You know, you may not ever come off of dialysis, but at least feel good while you own it. You know, don't go through the rest of your life feeling like crap. You know, being healthy can help you feel better as you go through this. Okay. So I love you guys. It has been a pleasure and my honor to talk with you. I look forward to next week. And please stay tuned because we'll send some updates and invites for next week's show.
All right. And we just want to let y'all know why you're here. And for those that listen in the near future, we got 2 special guests, God willing, next week.
Yes.
We're going to have Sister Chantel Muhammad. That's going to be actually talking to us about health and wellness. And she's dealing with a few things, but she's going to talk about a wide variety of things. And we're going to have student minister, Brother Daryl Muhammad. And he's going to talk to us about the power of prayer and doing the healing process.
Wow.
So
let's
look forward to that next week. We'll be sending out the link. I'm going to actually shoot it out very, very soon. Walaikum salam. We love you too, Sister Jennifer. So definitely come back again next week. If you like what you heard, if you got something what you heard, please share. If you on our Facebook page listening, please like and follow. All right. We also on YouTube.
We everywhere.
We're on YouTube. We on YouTube, Mind Spark Creations.
Y'all think we're trying to get this message out? Help us get it out, guys.
All right, help us get this message out. We definitely we're looking for great people to have on the show too. So if you're interested in being on the show, please feel free to email us at mindspark, MINDSPARK, creations at yahoo.com. mindsparkcreations@yahoo.com. All right?
Where we let the spark in your mind create a new reality.
All right, family. Assalamu alaikum. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.